Plant and its parts. Plants are living things. They are found in all shapes and sizes, from tiny grass to huge trees. Some plants grow straight up, while some creep along the ground. Some have many branches, while some do not have branches at all. There are many differences in their appearance, but they also have many similarities. Just like we have different body parts, a plant also have different parts. Before we learn about the different parts of plants, let us first understand some basic characteristics of plants. Characteristics of plants. Photosynthesis. Green plants make their own food. They use carbon dioxide from the air and water from the soil to make food in the presence of sunlight. This process is called photosynthesis. This process occurs with the help of chlorophyll, a green pigment that absorbs sunlight to carry out the process. During photosynthesis, oxygen is also released. Reproduction. It is the natural process by which living things create more of their own kind. Plants reproduce through seeds. When seeds are planted, they start growing into small plants called seedlings, which later become full-grown plants or trees. Some plants can also grow from other parts like roots, stems, or leaves. For example, a rose plant can grow from a stem cutting. Response to stimuli. Plants do not have sense organs like humans and animals, but they can still sense changes around them. For example, if a sunflower is placed in opposite direction of the sun, it will turn towards it. Similarly, the leaves of a mimosa plant, also called touch-me-not, droop down when touched. Growth and change. Plants grow in size. They start small, and as they receive sunlight, water, and nutrients, they gradually grow bigger. Over time, they develop strong stems, leaves, and roots. Some plants also produce flowers and fruits as they continue to grow and change. The growth of plants depends on the weather and environment. Parts of a plant. A plant is divided into two major parts. Root system. The part of the plant that grows under the ground. The roots anchor the plant in the soil and help it to stay in place. It also absorbs water and minerals from the soil. Shoot system. The part of the plant that grows above the ground. It includes the stem, branches, leaves, flowers, buds, and fruits. The shoot system helps the plant to grow, make food, and reproduce. Let us study the root and shoot system in detail. The root system. The root. The root is an important part of plant. It fixes the plant in the soil. It absorbs water and nutrients from the soil and passes it to other parts of the plant. There are two types of roots. Taproot. A taproot has a main root and many small roots, called lateral roots, growing from it. Taproots are long and strong. Beans, hibiscus, carrot, and beetroot plants have taproots. Fibrous roots. A bunch of thin, thread-like roots that grow into the soil are called fibrous roots. These roots grow in all directions. Corn, wheat, grass, and rice plants have fibrous roots. Functions of roots. They grow under the ground and keep the plant fixed in the soil. They bind the soil particles together and prevent the topsoil from getting washed away by rain or wind. They absorb water and minerals from the soil. Roots of some plants, such as carrot, beetroot, radish, and turnip, store food for later use. This helps the plants to survive. We also eat some of these roots. For example, carrot, turnip, beetroot, etc. Do you know, some plants that grow in marshy areas have special roots called breathing roots. These roots grow above the ground and help the plant take in air. Plants like mangroves and sundari trees have these breathing roots. The shoot system. The shoot system includes many parts of plants such as stem, branches, leaves, buds, flowers, and fruits. For the plants to remain healthy, each of these parts have to carry out a specific function. All these parts work together and help the plant live and grow. The stem. The main part of the shoot is stem. Branches, leaves, buds, flowers, and fruits grow from the stem. Most plants have strong, hard, and woody stems. For example, the neem and banyan trees have hard, thick and strong stem. Such a stem is called a trunk. Stems of shrubs are usually hard and woody, but they are not very thick as trees. For example, tulsi and rose. The stems of shrubs grow from near the ground. However, some plants have soft, weak and green stems. These are called herbs. For example, mustard, mint and tomato. Some plants with weak stems like peas and money plants need support to grow. Functions of the stem. The stem gives support to the plant. It keeps the plant upright and bears branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. It transports water and minerals from the roots to the leaves. It also carries the food made by the leaves to all other parts of the plant. In plants like sugarcane, extra food is stored in the stem. In plants like potato, ginger and onion, the stem grows underground and stores extra food. The leaf. The leaf is the most important part of the plant. It is also called the plant's food factory because it makes the food for the plant. Most leaves are green in color due to the presence of a green pigment called chlorophyll. Leaves are of different shapes and sizes. Parts of a leaf. The different parts of a leaf are lamina, veins, midrib, petiole, and tip. There are tiny pores on the lower surface of leaves called stomata which help in the exchange of gases. Functions of a leaf. Leaves prepare food for plants by the process of photosynthesis. Leaves take in carbon dioxide from the air and release oxygen during photosynthesis, which animals and humans need for breathing. Some plants such as cabbage, spinach and lettuce store food in their leaves. We eat the leaves of these plants. Do you know, in India, Thailand and many other countries, people use banana leaves as natural plates. In the Philippines and Mexico, they even wrap food in banana leaves to cook it. Flowers. Flowers are the most beautiful and colorful part of a plant. They grow on plants to attract insects, bees, butterflies, etc. They are of different shapes, sizes and colors. Some flowers have a pleasant smell. For example, rose, jasmine, marigold, hibiscus, lily, etc. Parts of a flower. The different parts of the flower are sepals, petals, stamen, and pistil. Detailed explanations about them will be discussed in higher classes. Functions of flowers. Flowers change into fruits. Their main function is to make seeds. Flowers play an important role in the reproduction of plants. Cauliflower and broccoli are some of the flowers that we eat. Fruits and seeds. Fruits. These are formed from flowers. They have seeds inside them. The fruits protect the seeds. Some fruits have one seed and some have many. Mango and peach have one seed each. Oranges, apples, papayas and watermelons have many seeds. Seeds. These grow into new plants. A seed has a baby plant inside. When seed is planted in the soil and gets air, water and warmth, the baby plant starts growing. We eat the seeds of many plants like rice, corn, peas, etc. Germination of seeds. How does the baby plant come out of the seed? When the seed is placed in the soil under favorable conditions such as air, warmth and water, it starts growing into seedling and becomes a new plant. The process by which seed grows into a new plant is called seed germination. Factors for seed germination. For germination, a seed needs nutrient-rich soil, air, warmth and water. Air is needed by the seeds to breathe. The warmth from the sunlight makes the seeds active. Water softens the seed coat so that the baby plant can break it and come out. We must take care of plants. It is important to keep them healthy and well maintained. Plants provide us with many things we use every day, such as food, medicine and materials. It is our responsibility to protect plants and take good care of them. Key words. Root system. Part of a plant that grows below the soil. Shoot system. Part of a plant that grows above the soil. Leaves. Make food for plants by the process of photosynthesis. Stem. Supports the upper parts of the plant, such as leaves, flowers and fruits. Flowers. Beautiful and colorful parts of a plant. Fruits. Edible juicy parts of a plant that develop from flowers. Seeds give rise to a new plant. Germination, process through which new plant grows from the seed. Let's recall plant and its parts. Characteristics of plants: the root system, the shoot system, germination of seed, photosynthesis, reproduction, response to stimuli, growth and change, taproot, fibrous root, the stem, the leaf, flowers, fruits and seeds, nutrient-rich soil, warmth from sunlight, water, air,